In this video, I want to compare the Olympus 45mm f1.8 to the new Panasonic 42.5mm f1.7. They are similar to getting a 85mm focal length on a full-frame sensor. That's why 42.5, because 42.5 multiplied by 2 gives you an 85mm lens. But the 45mm gives you a little longer focal length than an 85. Here is my Olympus. I still kept the plastic on it. No need to take it off. I don't really. This has been a nice lens for me when I'm shooting on my GH4. I primarily use this lens for either portrait shots if I'm taking stills, or I use it for interviews. Where it's a static camera on sticks. If there's any movement in the shot, because this is not has no image stabilization, and the GH4 GH3 has no in-camera stabilization, it's not good to use this lens handheld unless you want it very jittery. So I always make sure that if I'm going to use this lens, which is a great lens, I use it with sticks. The 42.5 Panasonic has more advantages when used with a GH4 than an Olympus 45mm. I would only get the Olympus 45mm if there was a crazy sale, or if it was like under $150 and you needed something cheap. The 45mm 1.8 Olympus is, I would say, still a good buy. However, the 42.5mm Lumix lens has too many advantages to not get if you can afford it. I love the optical image stabilization. That's the #1 thing with this lens. So now, before I was limited to shooting with this lens on sticks. I wouldn't dare take it handheld, or else I would suffer with the shakiness. This reduces the shakiness with the lens stabilization. It doesn't completely get rid of, shaky. If you have a shaky hand, it's not going to get rid of it like magic, but if you have a stable hand, this can help make it steady while you're going handheld. It's also a bigger body. It doesn't weigh as much. To me, it weighs the same, but it is, noticeably bigger than the Olympus. But it feels sturdier. The Olympus feels like a little plastic toy, but this one, although it is plastic, it feels sturdier. The lens ring to me is smoother than the Olympus. Olympus is a little smaller, but the ring here feels a little better. The lens cap, nice pinch lens. I like the little pinch in the middle. And it comes with a hood, a lens hood. Comes with the lens hood, and it comes with a little package, little pouch. The Olympus does not come with that. You have to purchase the hood separately. And the way you put on the lens hood is that this lens it is not a screw-on on the lens itself, although you can still screw on here a filter if you want to. It's a 37mm filter thread, just like the Olympus. So if you had filters for the Olympus, they'll still work with the Panasonic. The way you screw on the lens hood is you unscrew this top ring here. And then, with that open, you can screw on the hood. Fits perfectly, and it's pretty nice. It's plastic, but it's a nice look. Very functional. Take that off, and you can put the lens ring back on, or the screw cover. There you go. Panasonic makes another lens, another 42.5 f1.2. That is, $1,500. That is creamy, and if you want to really step up your game, you can get that. But this, I hear, is just as good as that 1.2. To the layman eye. I think this is a good buy. This should be in everyone's GH4 kit, and I am glad I have it.